Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, Weather with Zion. So, I have just seen something strange happening in South Africa. It's not happening right now, but it's going to happen. Right now it's Sunday 18th. It's 5 p.m. right now. And uh as you can see, nothing much in Cape Town. Um This is windy.com if you want to know, and this is a very accurate and helpful website. I use it for checking the weather almost every single day, and this is the European model, so it's very accurate. Now, why am I doing a video right now? You may be wondering. As you can see, if I scroll down, you can see a massive storm. Okay, now it's obvious. I want to show you guys a storm. Don't we always have storms? Well, we get storms in winter. We are very close to the winter season. In May, we do get rain, but not as much as June and July. June and July is so stormy and cold. So now, what do I want to show you? So this is today, Sunday 18th. And right now, it's clear, nothing much is going on. If I were to look outside my window right now, all I would see is clouds and sunshine. But if I zoom in, let me just zoom into Cape Town. You can see a bit of a blue spot. What does blue mean? Rain. You're gonna get some rain, okay? Just a little bit of rain. But as you go into 7 p.m., you can see there's a little bit of thunder and much more rain. So that's just today, don't worry. I'm not just making a video just to show you that. But tomorrow, this is Cape Town's weather forecast. We get this. We get a weak cold front, and you can see that all this rain. This is a massive rain band, but it's still weak. Tomorrow we're getting a weak cold front. Okay? Weak one. I want you to notice something over here. What? We have another big storm behind. Now, I showed you that weak cold front that's gonna hit on on Monday. Now, here's another big one on Tuesday. You can see green and yellow. That means heavy rain. And you can see that thunder spots. It's gonna be insane. Now, if I move it, it strengthens. And strengthens much closer to Cape Town. I can see that massive band of heavy rain. And closer it gets, hits Cape Town. Lot of rain, lot of wind, stormy weather, lightning, thunder, damaging winds. What storm? Look how long it lasts for. Long storm. And if you go to Wednesday, because you still got rain. Now, this cold front is one of the biggest we actually have so far, because we are going closer to the winter season. This year, this is the biggest one, biggest storm. What is this storm called? It's called a frontal depression. What is a frontal depression? Now, we normally get storms from Antarctica and the polar regions. But if you want to know what a frontal depression is, you have to look at your synoptic chart. What is a synoptic chart? You may be asking that question now. If you want to know what a synoptic chart is, you can go to my other video. We explain what synoptic charts are. Now you can see this storm, not quite significant as you think. This is actually cut off from a frontal depression and a mid-latitude cyclone. And this is actually going to form into a mid-latitude cyclone. This one looks much stronger, but it's going to pass away later on. Now, let's see what happens. I want you to keep your eyes on the storm over here. This is cutting off from the polar frontal depression. Okay, now you can see it heading towards Cape Town. Strengthening, strengthening, strengthening. It's actually a powerful mid-latitude cyclone. This one's gonna bring very stormy weather, snow to these parts of South Africa, heavy rainfall down here, and there's actually weather warnings now. Okay. So, what is a frontal depression? Now, I've got this website from Cult2C. Cult. Is it Cult2C? Cult2C, yeah. Cult2C.com. And you may know the basic cold front, warm front thing. But this kind of storm is actually caused when two frontal systems are attached to each other. One being a warm front, one being a cold front. So it's when a cold front and a warm front is attached. Okay, now just wonder, okay? Why is it not showing that cold front, warm front boundary? Cold fronts, let me tell you, they are real. You can actually see them. You can see cold fronts, okay? You can see them. Look, it's a band of clouds. Now, cold fronts, what is a cold front? A cold front is the boundary that separates two air masses, warm air mass and cold air mass. Now, if I show you a temperature map, you can see that it's much colder here and much warmer on the outside. You can see this is the cold front. Now you can actually see the cold front heading towards us. And if you look as the cold front's moving, you can really see the cold front moving into Cape Town. It's not man-made, it's real. It's gonna hit Cape Town now. It's getting cold in South Africa. But you know, we actually have a warm front and a cold front attached to each other, which is forming a mid-latitude cyclone. Well, what's the difference between mid-latitude cyclones and cold fronts? Well, mid-latitude cyclones, it's associated with a strong low-pressure system. Yes, all cold fronts are associated with a powerful low-pressure system, but not as powerful as this. A cold front and a warm front attached to each other is common. It's not as common as you'd think. Not as common as you see a blue sky every day, okay? So, a cold front and a warm front attached to each other is quite significant because here we are in the southern hemisphere, forms mid-latitude cyclone, okay? It's also known, it can be known as a mid-latitude cyclone. It's that curve you see on the weather map. What am I doing this for? I am doing this to warn you all. To warn everybody. Don't just go outside when it's not safe, okay? When it's storming, when you hear thunder, don't go outside. When it's dark, don't go outside, okay? When you hear damaging winds and it's quite dark and cloudy, what's the first thing that would come into your mind? Take shelter. Yes. Take shelter. When there's lightning, take shelter. When there's thunder, take shelter. So now guys, this is today and we actually have quite clear weather. But you can see, look at this, there's a cumulus cloud. So weird. Isn't today supposed to be a beautiful day? Remember I showed you thunder later in the evening. I'm in the evening right now and it's so dark. This person took a picture of a cumulus cloud. This is known as a cumulus cloud. It's immediately a cumulonimbus cloud once it reaches dew point, once it reaches the inversion layer, the cap that stops the cloud from rising to its full potential. And that's when an envelope starts to form. So this person was just 2 hours ago, somewhere east west. Look at this picture of a beautiful cumulus cloud. Sorry about this, guys. Just give me 5 seconds, thanks. Okie dokes. No, never mind. No, actually, yeah. So, you can see the weather service is warning for a lot of rain. I am just looking for a different post. I am so sorry this pops up all the time. Let me see this one. Yeah, intense cold fronts to bring icy cold weather. We're actually having 2 cold fronts. Here we go again. This is the satellite imagery. We can see the dark is heading towards us. You can see this mid latitude cyclone forming. You can see this curve over here. That's the cold front. This is the first cold front that's gonna hit us tomorrow. This is the second one, and it's gonna bring a lot of rain. Just know it's still forming. Still gonna form into a strong power. Okay, so now here's a warning from one of the experts from SA Weather 4 hours ago. Heads up, cold fronts heading for the Cape of Storms. This is the 18th of May. Right now it's the 18th of May, and we have a massive cold front that's heading towards us, mid-latitude cyclone. Okay, now if you can see, it says now the first one's gonna bring slight showers tomorrow. You can see this is the second cold front. This is the one that I was talking about. Active, powerful, accompanied by a steep upper air trough. Ridging high pressure. This cold front is part of a severe frontal depression. Severe frontal depression / mid-latitude cyclone, wave cyclone, visible from South Africa and Antarctica on the satellite image. The cold front of the frontal depression is currently approximately 2,500 kilometers southwest of Cape Town. Is expected to potentially danger to life weather hazards, not only to the Western Cape but to at least 3 other provinces as well from Tuesday through Wednesday. The southern parts of both Namibia and Botswana can also be affected by this system. This second cold front is expected to bring the following hazards to SA. Please take extra care when traveling, blah blah blah. Due to expected instability of the system, thunderstorms are likely to develop in part of the southwest Cape on Tuesday. Widespread rain, heavy rainfall over 50 to 70 millimeters, and you can see the system heading towards Cape Town. And this is going to head towards us a day from now. 2 days from now. There's actually 2, one tomorrow, one the next. So at least now you know what the weather's gonna be like in the next few days. In Cape Town, South Africa. If you want me to do weather for any other places you are in, you can please comment below, comment in the section below, like, subscribe, and comment whatever place you'd want me to forecast. We've got it here, and if you also would like to see this website, it's called windy.com. Search it on Google or browser and it will load immediately. You can click the first website. There's windy.com for you. This is very accurate, free, and if you do want to get the premium, you can go to my link below in the description. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I hope you keep safe and sound. Hello everybody, welcome back to Weather with Zion. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment in the section below. Anyways, I am about to show you today what a synoptic chart is. Well, what is a synoptic chart? Why such a funny name for a synoptic chart? Well, as you can see in this image, the thing you're seeing right now is a synoptic chart. It shows the high pressure systems, the low pressure systems, where they are located at this moment. And it also shows the isobars, the hectopascal measurements. So this is one of this is Cape Town over here, South Africa. And you can see this is a mid-latitude cyclone. This is the one we are scared of right now. This is if you listen to my other video, this is the one that's about to hit us tomorrow. No, actually, this one's gonna hit us tomorrow. This one's gonna hit us on Tuesday, which is gonna be powerful. This is a frontal depression where 2 or 3 fronts are combined, or this is actually it's called an occluded front. When cold front and warm front combines, the cold front overtakes the warm front and forms an occluded front. Now, this is a synoptic chart. This is what a synoptic chart looks like. Now we're going to look at the definition. Now, synoptic charts are weather maps that forecast weather in different continents and countries that show isobars, cold fronts, warm fronts, and all the things you need to know. And You know, what I find very helpful with the synoptic chart is it shows the boundary of where the cold front is. So you'll be looking at the weather map and you'll be like, I mean, I see rain, but I don't know where the boundary is. Well, you can see the boundary here, and this updates every few hours. You can look at it the next 6 to 12 hours and it will update. If you go to SAWX or Afriwix, no, actually AFRIWX dot co.za, you can get this up. Anyways, that is what a synoptic chart is. This is what it looks like. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.